And suddenly the cook is on fire.
Apple wasn't way too hot in his day. Apple wasn't way too hot in his day. Apple wasn't way too hot in his day.
Put the chicken in the basket. Put the chicken in the basket.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in and hanging out today. I know it's freaking early. Sorry. This is when I can come on. So, yeah. I know I have one viewer. Who are you? Who are you? But thank you for coming in. A lot of people don't know that I was going to go live this early, so I'll just wait a little bit longer. And just let a few people know. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so today it's supposed to be like 80 degrees. I haven't been feeling good. Yesterday my kidneys hurt really bad, so I was having issues yesterday. Okay, so who's my one viewer? Hello? Oh, I have 2 people watching. Thank you guys for coming in. It says I have 2 people watching. I got a thumbs up. No, what's going on? Anyway, so I'm having issues today. Like, I was dehydrated yesterday. Hey, Abby. Oh, thank you, Abby. Thank you for coming in, honey. Appreciate it. So I was dehydrated yesterday. That's the only thing I could think of. I have intestinal issues, and I was diagnosed with last year. So that's kind of been my main focus as far as like herbal remedies and all of that stuff is going. Sarah Sapin wannabe homesteader. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to share the link. So if anybody wants to come up, they can hang out. It is melon. So there might be a few issues. You do have to show your face. You have to be nice. Stuff like that. But thank you for coming in. So anyway, I went to the gas station and got this. And this stuff tastes like crap. They didn't have any Gatorades at the gas station. Freaking weird. They didn't have any like Powerade or Gatorade. They only had this kind of stuff. So I got it. And it tastes like crap. I don't like the way this tastes. And it had a ton of sugar in it, which I didn't really like. There's nothing I could do about it though, because I really needed some like electrolytes. So yeah, I've been drinking water too. But it's just been horrible. Like I just felt really sick yesterday. So there's that. Today is TURDSDAY. So welcome to the channel. And we can get to talking. Okay, so this year I'm doing things a little bit differently. So I am keeping track of all of my weight in my garden because I've already had stuff planned year in advance. So I'm sorry, my face, I'm not wearing any makeup either. I woke up and this is how I looked. So, but anyway, I already had things planned year in advance. So I have things that I'm implementing into my garden. I have expanded. I'm going to be adding in watermelons and this Boston Marrow. Has anybody ever ate Boston Marrow before? Oh, it is 4:20, isn't it? 4:20 at 9:11 a.m. That 911 I see all the time. Like every time I look at the clock, it's very, very strange. And I've been seeing it now for over 2 years. The 911. A lot of people don't know this, but I am an empath and I like experience things and stuff like that. And so I pay attention to the signs and I pay attention to people and I pay attention way more than like the average person. So I know what's going on prior to them even telling me most of the time because I can feel it. Like I know what they're thinking basically. So I always see 9/11 and I've looked it up and it doesn't fit. Like it says it's danger or something's going on. So I don't really think that fits, but I don't know. Oh, Hendo shared me out. That was nice of him. Thank you so much, Hendo. You're the bomb. Okay. All right. So anyway, anybody wants to come up, they can use that link to do so, and we could talk. And you're always welcome on my panel, unless you stir up shit, and you're not welcome on my panel. So I read this book. And this book I love. Carrots love tomatoes. This year I planted an entire tray of basil. So I will be testing out the theory that you can plant tomatoes alongside basil. So I'm going to plant my basil right along intertwined with my tomatoes. I'm kind of excited about that. Hello to the new person. Thank you for coming in. What else? Yeah, it's fun. It's Earth Day. Earth Day is the 22nd. Yeah. Are you doing your, hey, CNC Farm, good morning. Thank you for coming in. Are you doing your 24-hour Earth Day thing, Howie, this year? Are you going live all day? I'm curious. Because usually you do. And then my melon chat is running super slow. I'm not saying. Okay. So you guys, when will it'll start directly tomorrow or is it starting tonight at midnight? Like, how are you doing that? Curious. Because you guys can go over there and check it out and watch Howie. Okay. So I was severely dehydrated and I bought this crap. Don't ever buy it. This is horrible. It just tastes like medicine. It doesn't taste good. And the sugar in it is unbelievable. And I shouldn't have bought it, but I didn't really have a choice. I was not feeling good. And I wanted to make sure I got some electrolytes in me. Since I got diagnosed with my colon issues, I get lots of problems. So one of them is dehydration. Friday night at 12 a.m. Saturday. Okay. So Howie will be on Friday night at 12 a.m. Saturday. Cool. CNC Farms, thank you for coming in. Like I said, anybody can utilize that link up there. So come on in and hang out. If you want, we can talk herbs, chickens, whatever you want. Hey, CR, thank you for coming in. Okay, so this is why I'm doing the basil. So in this book, I even highlighted it. I highlighted a long time ago. Cucumber. Yeah, I eat cucumbers a lot. Yeah, I have IBS, and I got it really bad. Like, it's horrible. There for a while, I thought I had it under control with probiotics and prebiotics and stuff. But if like something happens or if my nerves get rattled, I get really, like, the past couple days I've just been super sick. So, but I've been drinking water, but it's apparently not enough. So I took some electrolytes and I should be okay. I rather just have the stuff that you can put in the bottle, and that's what I need to really look for, is the stuff that you can put in like a water bottle or something, versus that, because that was just full of sugar, and I don't do sugar. And I like kind of killed me to drink that, but they didn't have anything at the gas station or the whatever. I didn't want to run to the grocery store. It didn't have anything other than that sugar crap, which was like 31 grams of sugar in the whole freaking thing. It's ridiculous. But yeah, if you want to and you want to come up and talk about it, I'm not embarrassed to talk about my issues. There's certain things I won't talk about, but I've been suffering from this for a very, very long time. Ever since I had my son, I've had nothing but intestinal issues. So forage for food in the forest and you will get healthy. I agree with that. Hey, Garden State Gardener, thank you for coming in. Yeah. I appreciate ya. Oh yeah, 30 years until proper diagnosis. I can't come up with no mic, no camera. Oh, okay, that's no problem. Morning, Garden State Gardener. Oh, yeah, it just sucks. It really sucks. There for a while, it was really bad, and I had to, and not, it's kind of embarrassing, tell you the truth, but there for a while, I had to like keep stuff in the car all the time because, and if I eat, I had to like stick around the restaurant for a while, or like if you eat out somewhere, I have to like stick around for a little while so I can go to the bathroom, because if not, it's a disaster. So yeah, I have major issues. Like I said, I did control it there for a while, but it seems to be creeping back because I also have a nervous disorder. So it's like all goes hand in hand. And there for a while, I was trying to do everything to cure my stomach. And I still am. I take a ton of vitamins, guys. Tons of vitamins. I hope it never turns into colitis, because I think I would just die. Just like, it's horrible. I don't have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. That's one thing that they asked me. They asked me, they're like, do you have to get up in the middle of the night? I'm like, no, I don't. Like, that's not a thing. But yeah, it still sucks and it hurts. It's not just like, and it's exhausting. It exhausts me. I get tired really fast. All those things come hand in hand when you have that issue. So I get exhausted really fast, and I have like no energy, and all of that stuff. So, and it doesn't matter what I eat. People are like, oh, you just need to eat healthier. Well, salad does it to me too. It's not about that. Salad will do it. Anything will do it to me. So I just have to be really careful. And then I have to be really, really careful if I eat cheese. I have it the opposite direction as well. Like if I eat cheese, then I can't go to the bathroom and it hurts even more. So it's wonderful. Ask them to check out Clemson next time you're there. Simple stool tests. Do it when your symptoms are at the worst. Yeah. I refuse to do the stool test. They sent me home with a thing to sit on the toilet, and then they wanted me to send it in the mail. And I was like, I don't think so. I haven't done it. It's been a year. I probably should, but I didn't want to do it. I know. It's weird. Yes, the forest is waiting for me. Yes, Howie. Yeah. I don't know what to do at this point because anything can cause this issue. Oh, dude. I can't even imagine having that. My mom has that. And yeah, just nothing but issues. Yeah, that's what I have, CNC. I just have this thing. It's in the closet. I put it in the closet. It's just embarrassing, you know? I'm like, I'm not sending my poop in the mail. Like, that's just gross. Yeah. But yeah, I just have issues, guys. So trying to get through them. My health problems. That's the worst. So oh, maybe you could try an all meat diet. Yeah, I have tried that before too. I have to be really careful of that because if the meat is really fatty or if it's hamburger, it would be horrible. Like I'd have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I'm definitely not alone in this. I know a lot of people have this. So, but yeah, it's just frustrating. It's embarrassing. Like Joe said, I went fishing. I had to go to the bathroom and there's no bathrooms out when you're fishing. So I was like, what do you do? So I have to carry like a porta potty with me everywhere I go. If Courtney poops in the forest, doesn't make a sound. Get out in the forest, fasting, cleansing, and foraging will give you everything you desire. Put the sunflower near your pillow, Courtney. Aw, I'll do that, Howie. Speaking of sunflowers, I got sunflowers popping up in my garden from last year. I was super excited to see that yesterday. Oh, I have so much to tell you guys. Okay, so I was out there yesterday doing some videos. And if you aren't a member of the channel, you need to be a member of the channel. I just put out a new Back to Basics series. It's out there. So if you're a member of the channel, you can watch those videos. And it's basically, I'm doing the basic, simple things of gardening. So it's awesome. But yeah, so yesterday, Howie, there's a shift. Much love. Yeah, there definitely is a shift. I don't know what the shift is in the universe, but I feel it. I felt it. I've been feeling it for like a month. There's just something going on with people in general. And I feel that stuff. I'm very, very, very I'm a sensitive. Like I'm very sensitive to that stuff. But anyway, I was out in the garden and you'll never believe this, but remember I told you, Howie, that I planted marshmallow last year? And I was like, ugh, and I only had one flower. Nothing ever came about it. Like, yeah. So I wasn't expecting it to come back. This year, it's like quadrupled. And it has came back. So I'm so excited. By the way, marshmallow is really good for bloating and everything else with your stomach. So there for a while, I was taking marshmallow. However, you have to be careful because it can make your heart race. So I took it a couple of times and it made my heart race. So I don't know. I did, however, get used to it. But yeah, I was like, hey, Star, thanks for coming in. Thanks for being a member. So anyway, the marshmallow is up. My hollyhocks are coming up, except for that one in that bed where the bugs attacked it. I did not see any leaves or foliage or anything. So I think it died. Oh, now people are really. Balance is the key to a healthy body and healthy mind. Yep, balance. A lot of people are out of balance. Big time. I don't know what the seeds look like. I can't remember. CNC. Hold on a second. Let me see. Marshmallow seeds. Images. No, I don't know. Yeah, I guess they kind of look like a tomato seed. They're kind of small. Yeah. So I guess, yeah. I don't know if I can show it, but they're kind of like, yeah, they kind of have that. They kind of look like a pepper seed, I think. Yeah. I just have a lot of stuff popping up from the years before where I did go crazy and bought stuff that I didn't have. I did however this year plant his up. And I'm holding on to this rock, this stone. I usually don't do stuff like that, but like I'm holding on to this. It's supposed to help with your stomach. So, yeah, we'll see. But anyway, I wow. Fluoride tomato seeds that you sent me are sprouting. That's cool. That's cool. I I'm into a lot of things. I don't know if I necessarily believe the rocks work, but I'm into a lot of things. Are you still going live on Earth Day? Yes, Howie still is. Yeah, I already asked him that. But anyway, I totally lost track of what I was really gonna say. Oh, yeah, the marshmallow. So that popped up. I have like several things of it. I'm really excited about it. I'm hoping that it does really good. It is in my herb bed. I have his off for the first time. It's down in the basement getting it started. So I have that. I'm going to put that in my herb bed. And then I also have the horehound, which I need to find a spot to put it in as well. Cucumber juice. Yeah, I love cucumber, so I would do that in a heartbeat. So I have a whole tray. I was talking about earlier how I have a whole tray of basil that I had started in the basement. And so I'm going to do a giant experiment this year and see if the basil helps the tomatoes. Because it says in this book that basil helps tomatoes to overcome to both insects and disease. So I'm going to try that with the tomatoes. Yeah. All right. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second and I'll show you something. Oh, bye, Howie. See you later. So I have this book, and this is from my grandmother. She wrote her name in it. This is 10,000 Gardening Questions. And this is a really super old book that talks about greenhouses and stuff like that, soil problems, all different kinds of cool stuff in here. And I've been reading a lot of it. This book was actually published in 1944. So I thought that was kind of cool. If anybody wants to come up, they can. Here is the linkage. There we go. And so I'm kind of excited about this book. It talks about propagating and stuff like that. And it's just like a really, really, really old book. So this is kind of what I wanted to show you guys. CR, you can come up if you want. If you want to talk about if you planted anything yet. I don't know if you planted anything yet or not. It's pretty cold up there. You know what's really, really, really funny is my chamomile came up. Sorry, I'm not feeling good. So you could probably tell in my eyes, I'm just like not feeling good. Yeah, the book is freaking huge. This is funny. Look how thick it is. It's from 1944, and it has my grandmother's name in it. She wrote her name in it, which I thought was super cool. It talks about cold frames, all different kinds of stuff in here. I obviously haven't finished it. It's a huge book, but anyway, I had chamomile popping up in the garden, and I thought it was parsley. And it's like every year I do that. I'm like, oh, it's parsley. And then I look, I'm like, no, that's where I planted chamomile. It's not parsley. And then I thought my marshmallow that popped up was parsley. I'm like, I could just have to regrow my parsley. Okay, so chives are also a good companion to improving growth in carrots as well. And actually, I'm going to get it started over there in my food forest because it's really, really good for the apple trees. It says in here. So, and it stops powdery mildew on gooseberries and cucumbers. What I really like about it is in the past... Oh, thank you, Garden State Gardener. That is so nice of you. That kind of stuff like really keeps my channel going. I'm just small potatoes, so that kind of stuff really keeps my channel going. So thank you so much for donating. And I mean, even if you can just be a member, that helps. It's only 99 cents a month, and that's like $12 a year. Star even said he's like, I just sold 3 dozen eggs a month and paid for your membership. You know, so it's super cheap, super inexpensive to be a member. And I have a whole bunch of great information for members only. Yeah, Poop Troop salute for sure. Thank you for sharing all the emojis. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you're in chat too. I appreciate it. But so the chives, before, I'm going to use what Howie told me this year. Oh, well, thank you, Star. I'm super excited about that too. I'll tell you why. Because I'm not a really big channel. So for somebody like Tammy and me well, Tammy's bigger than me. So, but it's just exciting, like, to have that kind of support. I just can't believe it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's for a couple of days, and you know, I can't wait to do it. The people are really nice. It's in Amish country, so it's just a lot of fun. and I'm excited to take my family. Dustin's going to go with me, and I think we're taking Fred. I'm not sure. We had talked about it because they basically gave us a hotel for a week, I guess. So I got to think about that, where I'm going to put Fred, stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to take him with me, that kind of thing. You know what? Amish country is pretty pleasant. It's pretty nice. A lot of good food. And just, it's relaxing. It's like, it's just country. It's out in the country. I live out in the country here. I don't live very far from this thing it's the food summit. I don't live very far. I live like an hour away from it. So, I don't live too far. I live like right in the middle of Amish country. Like above us, there's Amish country, and below us, there's Amish country. So I live like right smack in the center. Yeah, I think they will. I think they will outlive all of us for sure. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty cool. I do enjoy it quite a bit. Yeah, kind of like an Amish sandwich. Yeah, I never thought about it that way, but yes, for sure. Oh, are they? They're selling their land and moving north. Why didn't that show up on YouTube? That's weird. I don't know why that didn't show up. That's weird. Sorry, Larks. I didn't do it. It was YouTube. But I could read it on Melon. Central Kentucky. Interesting. Yeah, Amish paradise. You know what's funny is like maybe a week or so ago, we lost power. It wasn't a week or so ago. It was like 3 weeks ago. We lost power, and I sent that song Amish Paradise to all my neighbors. Because we all didn't have power. It was like we were living in an Amish paradise. Yeah, I don't know why all the Amish are moving up north. That's a little strange. I don't know anything about that. It could be like problems in their communities, just like everything else, So, but we have a really large Amish population here. And of course, I live close to Pennsylvania, which is probably like an hour away from Pennsylvania. And they have an huge Amish community in Pennsylvania as well. And I got to sneeze, sorry. Excuse me. You know what? Ohio is like I hope not everybody's moving to Ohio. That's like everybody moving to Tennessee too. Everybody wants to move to Tennessee. I hope not everybody's moving to Ohio. That would just suck. I have heard where rumors, some say not enough diversity for their kids to marry. Oh, okay. Oh, it's fine, Star. I don't know if I probably have allergies. I don't know. There's definitely like I'm having some health problems for sure. But it's okay. It's nothing I can't handle. So, okay, so chives are really good. Like also we were talking about that, and they're a good companion to carrots and apple orchards and stuff like that. But they're really good if you make it into a tea for your plants. So years before, that's what I had been doing. Is I put the chives in a jar, I let it heat up a little bit with the sun, and then I pour it in a sprayer, and then I spray it on my cucumbers and stuff like that. It's supposed to stop powdery mildew and stuff like that. And you can also spray it on your apple trees. It's supposed to help with that as well. Star, are you buying property in Ohio? Honestly, guys, property in Ohio right now is super expensive. So just an FYI. Houses in my area go from $450,000 to $500,000. And the one house down the street from me literally sold for $450,000. So the housing market in this area has skyrocketed. That's okay, CNC Farm. You're allowed to do that. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. So that makes me want to plant some chives. I was kind of waiting for my chives to actually mature a little bit. They did spread. So I might take the one that spread and put it in my food forest. You guys, if you haven't seen it, I put out a new video last night. I shouldn't have did it at midnight. Crazy the amount it costs for a house. Yeah, the houses around here are just ridiculous. That one house didn't even have a whole lot of property with it, which I was really surprised. I was just really, really surprised about that because for $450,000, they just got a big house and their backyard like goes off a cliff. I mean, there's really nothing to it. So, but yeah, so I have chives and I wanted to grow them in my food forest. I also want to put thyme out there. I just want the whole area to be littered with all different kinds of stuff. So, by the way, I will never, ever, ever put another video out at midnight ever again. It was a test to see if I got any views in the middle of the night or whatever. It just didn't work for me. So, yeah, but you know what, Hendo? It's really not good because what's going on is they're moving to places like Texas and Arizona, and you can already see what's going on there. They're building a new neighborhood on the farm behind us. Tiny houses on tiny lots for 200. Yes, they're doing that all around here too. And there's a huge field. It's like 1 million acres. It's like huge. It's selling for quite a bit of money. And I could just see a housing development going in there, which would totally suck for this area. My town, hey, TURDSDAY, what's up? Marshmallow Man, if you want to come up, you can. I don't know how busy you are, but you can come up. But anyway, like, it's ridiculous. In my town, they actually have a rule or a law that you can't just go and build a housing development. That you, if you do have a housing development, you have to have at least 3 acres per lot. So it keeps everybody's property away from each other. And they also have a rule here that you have to have at least 3 acres to have a septic tank. So yeah, there's just lots of different rules to prevent a developer from just coming in and putting up a bunch of stuff. So we already have a lot of rules here in this town in place because of that reason. Yeah, that way, I mean, it makes sense. I literally have a field 2 houses down from me. It's a humongous field. Like, it's probably worth a couple $1 million. It's actually 2 80-year-old men who own it and still farm it. So eventually, at some point, that is going to be obsolete. So it's good to know that maybe someday, if a development goes in there, that the houses will not be so close together. So, but yeah, there's different rules for all of that in this town. So I'm kind of glad that they did that. It's the Marshmallow Man. Thank you, Marshmallow Man. So that's what I plan on doing. I don't know if I'm going to do it today because I'm not feeling very hot. I do need to get some sleep. I probably will after I'm done with this live. But I think I'm going to plant my thyme. I have so much of it. It's crazy. So I'm going to put some thyme over there. And then I'm also going to plant the chive, the sprig of chive that I have. I start that over there. I have mint started over there, valerian root. I have golden seal. I have ginseng over there. So I have a lot of things in that food forest, and my video that just came out with is talking about me planting those Egyptian walking onions out there. So a member of the community sent me some walking onions because I had a really hard time getting them. I don't know why, but I couldn't find them anywhere. So they sent me a couple of sprigs. I put them in the ground, and they like basically flourished. They did really great right where I planted them. So I got on Etsy. Etsy is a really great place to look for stuff. If you guys can check out the reviews first, look for like 5-star ratings and stuff like that. So I bought some Egyptian walking onion bulbs, and then I just planted them in the food forest. So check out that video. Yeah, the ginseng here, here in Ohio, West Virginia areas, is really highly sought after and can actually it can fetch a price for big money, like big money. But I just bought some. I wanted some out there. It's really good for you. And so I just wanted it out there. Is Etsy operational still? Yes, it is. I just bought 2 dogwoods off of there because my mother-in-law wanted dogwoods. So I just bought 2 dogwood trees for her off of there, and they're coming May 1st. It is operational. They just had an issue with their bank. So they got all that straightened out. So everything should be okay. We sit next to an old quarry. So our soil is horrible. Trying to lasagna technique this year. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I love Etsy too. It's super cool. There's just a lot of good stuff on there. To plants, to basically anything that you need. But yeah, lasagna method is really good too. What we did though, it takes a couple years to actually get some really good soil. A couple years ago, we expanded. We added like 400 square feet onto our garden. And when we did that, we had to add dirt into the beds, and the dirt that we added was just horrible. I actually bought one of those Walmart soil tests and did a soil test, and I had it on video as well. By the way, I totally suck at stuff like that because I did the first test and I totally screwed it up. So I had to redo it. So I redid the test. Yeah, 7 likes. Woohoo. Thank you, Endo. So I redid the test, and it showed that none of my beds had any nitrogen whatsoever. I just had a horrible time. And so what we did then is at the end of the year, we put grass clippings in the bed. And then my husband used a compost accelerator on it. And then he just left it. It did catch fire a little bit because it got really super hot because of all the nitrogen. But it did really good. The next year when we planted stuff in it, then we planted high nitrogen plants that needed the nitrogen. So we planted corn and we planted sunflowers and all this like stuff to suck it up a little bit. And now that bed is amazing. Yeah, it's Hot Topic for real. And now that bed is amazing. The soil in it looks black. It's beautiful. So yeah, definitely put grass clippings in there if you can. You just have to make sure that you leave it sit for a while. You can't just plant anything in it. 60 pounds of potatoes. Holy moly, crocanoli. If you ever go and need to can any of that, do a video for sure, because I'd like to see you can 60 pounds of potatoes. That's a lot. I bought a 20-pound bag at like a local store. I couldn't believe they sold 20-pound bags. I was so excited. Yeah, if you can grow peanuts, and I don't know about this area. I don't know how long it takes. Like, I don't know. But yeah, if you can grow them, put them in there too. Yeah, 60 pounds. Whew. I totally forgot what I was talking about now. Oh, yeah, that store. Sorry. So I bought a 20-pound bag of potatoes from there, and I thought they would do like good. I put them in the closet, so it was in a dark place, so they wouldn't get all messed up. And then when I went to take them out, like half of them were moldy and didn't do very good. So anyway, I peeled them and I canned them. Those were seriously the best potatoes. Canned potatoes are so freaking good. Didn't have as many jars as I ever wanted. Like I wish I would have bought 2 20-pound bags and did them all. But you know, it's only me. It's very vigorous to peel those potatoes. I had to do it by hands. I actually bought an apple peeler. You know, one of those ones where you stick the apple on and then you crank it and it peels it. I bought one of those to try and put a potato on it and see if it would peel, and it didn't. It wasn't strong enough to peel a potato. So that kind of sucked. So I had to do every single one by hand. And then you have to rinse them. And then you have to blanch them and rinse them again. The process is like, whoa. It's like very, very tedious. But once you get it all in there, I actually had fresh parsley too from the garden. I stuck some fresh parsley in there with them. So I had parsley potatoes for different things as well. Really good. I actually fried them in my cast iron skillet a lot. It was really, really good. I usually don't eat potatoes that much because they have a lot of starches and sugars and stuff in them. I try to stay away from all sugar. That's why I was really pissed when I drank this, or they had only this at the store, because usually I get sugar-free Gatorade, and they didn't have any Gatorade. Summer's almost starting, and you're down the street from a baseball field, and you don't have any Gatorade or Powerade or anything like that in your fridges. It's very strange. Potato salad and jacket potatoes galore. I don't know what jacket potatoes are. I love potato salad. My grandma used to make potato salad that was the bomb. I do not like German potato salad. For those of you who don't know what German potato salad is, it's usually warm. I don't like that. It's gross. Oh, okay. They're baked potatoes. Chicks are doing a live stream. Awesome. Oh, yes. Chicks. I forgot you guys were doing that. I'm sorry. That's cool. I checked on my baby chicks yesterday. They're doing really good. I fed my birds yesterday. I have a duck named Charlie that I absolutely love. He is so adorable. I call his name and he comes to me. I'm like, "Hi, Charlie. What are you doing?" He stops whatever he's doing, even if he's out in the water, and he comes up to me. I'm like, that duck is adorable. Love him. And he comes up, and he's a Muscovy, so he does weird things. So he stretches his neck out, and he shakes his butt, and he hisses at me, because those ducks don't quack. They hiss because they're more like a goose. So he's like, comes up to me, wagging his little tail. You know, I'm like, "Charlie, I missed you." And then one time I went to feed him by hand, and my entire finger went in his mouth. That hurt. Never, 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 never put your finger inside a duck's mouth or a goose's mouth, because it hurts. Yeah. Yeah, my last video, they were just being lazy, and they were like laying there with their legs out. By the way, that's my favorite chicken pose. I love when they do that. They lay out with their like feet all the way out, and they just look lazy. Like, I'm not walking today. Like, I'm not doing it. You can't make me. Yeah, so cute. Yeah, and Charlie is absolutely adorable. I love that duck. Like, I actually clipped his wings so he wouldn't fly away because I didn't want him to. So now he has like a colony of ladies out there, and he's happy. Add butter on top of it, or beans. Baked beans? The English do a lot of baked beans, so I'm assuming that you mean baked beans, not like green beans. So butter on top with baked beans. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, baked beans on a potato. I made baked beans the other day. I've tried the buckets for potatoes. Yeah, no. We're not doing potatoes ever again, I don't think. Because I'll tell you why. 2 years in a row, the first year we did buckets and they did okay. It wasn't anything spectacular. Then the next year I was like, man, I'm like, we're going to try and do trash can. So we bought a brand new trash can, drilled holes in it or whatever, and then we filled it up and we put the potatoes in it. We got 0 out of that. Like, there was no potatoes in there whatsoever. Maybe just like little teeny ones. It was horrible. Yeah, that's what I thought was baked beans. I was thinking green beans, and I was like, green beans on top of a freaking baked potato? Nasty. So, yeah, we've sucked. I even have a video saying that we suck at baked potatoes. Because we tried several years, and it just got nothing. And we've even tried, like, putting a lot of nutrients in there. It's rough. We couldn't do it. We did grow the purple potatoes one year, and we had a really, really good yield from that. But it wasn't enough. It was like a bucket full. That ain't going to do nothing. I couldn't even can that. So I have a 50-gallon cloth grow bag. I might try if I can still find in seed taters. You should be able to. Tractor Supply right now should have those. And I think even Walmart did. You might have to buy multiple bags because for some reason they think like 3 potatoes is going to like rock your world. I don't know why. I checked out their little potato bags that they had, and there was like 3 potatoes in there. I'm like, that's not enough for anybody. So you might have to buy several bags. Bye, CNC. I didn't see that you were leaving. Thank you for coming in. The chat is actually going fast. Yeah, dude. I can't drink coffee because of my colon issues. As soon as I drink coffee, I might as well just be obsolete for the day because my stomach hurts so bad. Good Lord. So if you can, by the way, I'm not like trying to sell you this book. So, but if you can, get this book. Carrots Love Tomatoes. It talks about companion planting for your garden. It's a really good book, and I've tried to use it several times. I grew potatoes using straw, laid down cardboard, then slips added straw, and it did really well. That's interesting. You know, I never had a girlfriend with an English name. Interesting. Interesting, Star. I think you definitely need to find an English girlfriend or someone from America or something like that. Because you seem to be all about this country. You seem to be all about you seem to just be all about a different country, just in general. So I think that is where you need to look. You need to look outside of the box. The Ruth Stout method. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. So cool. I don't know. I know one year we tried to grow tomato from a hay bale, a straw bale, and that actually worked out pretty good. It wasn't too bad. We did a cherry tomato. Yeah, Star. I mean, it'd be very expensive in the long run if you do find somebody, but I think that's what you need to do because it just seems like the women in India is not what you're looking for. They have certain standards and certain things and certain things they're looking for, and it's just not you. It's not who you are. I did Ruth South last year, and it worked decent. That's cool. Yeah, purple potatoes are super cool looking. Super cool. I actually made potato quesadillas out of them. They were pretty good. You're not going to die alone. You're still young. See, with men, it's different. Like, women want to have babies at an earlier age. Like, we have a time limit. You know, men, they can have kids all the way up till they're 50. and not have to worry about that. But with women, it's different. We have time limits on when we want to have kids. So you got plenty of time. Purple potatoes. I thought they were sweet potatoes. No, they're just regular potatoes. However, there is, I think, a purple sweet potato as well. Yeah, I guess you can. Typically, women, though, don't like to have babies after they're 40. Oh, I think you were talking about men. I'm not sure what you're talking about. But yeah, typically women don't like to have babies after 40 unless you're a celebrity and can afford to have a surrogate. It is comforting. Don't worry about it, you know. I think you're only like, what, 36 or something? You got plenty of time. No, men. I was referring to men. Yeah, they got plenty of time. They can have babies clear up until they're 80 if you really wanted to go there. I mean, so yeah. Find a job in America and try it out. Yeah. Chances of a genetic disorder increasing significantly past the age of 38 for women. Yeah. It's frustrating. Yeah. Plus, it's just hard on a woman's body over the years, too. Like, it's just hard. It's hard to have kids past 40. I don't want to do it. It's hard having a kid now. And I'm not 40. I'm like, it's hard just having a kid now. But, okay, carrot challenge. Anybody in this carrot challenge? And if you are, did you plant a carrot yet? And if you did, have you made a video? Join the collab, make a video, make me proud, and let's see what you're doing. I'm curious. Sheepies and Gear, I think both made a video. We have made a video. So videos are out there. I'll check the hashtags every once in a while. But I'm really curious about your carrots. I chose carrots because they're hard. And you can, if you get it right, you can really grow a huge carrot. Oh, thank you, CR. I look good for 29. Yep, I'm not a day past 29. That works for me. Oh, Lord. I don't know about all that. By the way, I totally got in trouble for that title, so I can't use that title this year for the seed swap. Yeah, my husband thought it was a little gross, so I changed that around. I am not in the challenge. I am watching how everyone does it. I never can grow carrots. I'm sorry. That sucks, and I'm sorry for that. You know, maybe someday you can join in and we can see you plant carrots. Video will be out this weekend, probably Sunday. Cool. Yeah, this time of year, you definitely want to get them in sometime. The cutoff date is August. So, okay, if you want to enter, that's great. We've been doing the carrot challenge now for a while. I didn't do it the year before, I think last year, but I did do it the year before. It's the carrot challenge. So, oh Lord, what happened? I don't know about all that. Yes, I made a video, put a hashtag when planting, but new video has to be done tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yeah, just put one out. We'll watch them for sure. Sheepies is doing an excellent job. So, you guys, I am so tired right now. So I didn't sleep very well last night. So what I'm going to do is get off of here. I've already been talking for an hour straight, just talking about nothing special, just gardening. So thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. I'm just not feeling good, man. My stomach is tore up. So, I will be on tomorrow at noon with Tammy, with the Blue Ribbon Canning Show. We have a really awesome show for y'all. So check that out. It's at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also go live on Sunday nights at 11. So come and support me. Come and support the community that I've created here. And, you know, it's a lot of fun. Hendo, I want to thank you for coming in the chat. and whatnot. I'm sorry about the WhatsApp thing. I completely erased it. I've had issues. So, but the WhatsApp chat is still there, and I added a lot of people back in. So come and join that. You're not getting rid of me. I'm still here. I'm superb, and I got some things coming up, maybe possibly in the fall. So you're not getting rid of me. All right. And we will see you all soon. Y'all have a good day, and hope, yeah, it's just, I just needed some electrolytes. I needed some moment for them to kick in, and now I'm just tired. So I'm going to go get some sleep before I have to pick up my son. And thank you guys for coming in, and we will see you all next time. Look out for another video. I have another video coming out. It will be probably out Saturday. And then, yeah, check out our garden videos, because we're going to kick ass this year. There's just going to be a lot more videos coming out. So thank you guys, and we will see you all tomorrow afternoon, and have a